All right, so I'm a fan of Gouache, and what Gouache is it's a cross between regular watercolors and paint or acrylic paint. And so I'm here in Sketchbook Pro, and this is these are the brushes here that are available to you. But I found that the conceptual 2 brush is is the brush that gives me the best opportunity to try and paint with Gouache. And so let's go ahead and select that brush. And one thing you have to do before you begin painting with this brush here is to make sure that the opacity is set. Not so much the size, but the opacity. And so you don't want the opacity to be 100, 100, but you want it to be more like 113% or 20%. You can play with it. But this is a nice ratio. As far as the pressure is concerned, it can be 100, 100. Actually, the flow, as it shows here, that's fine. So you don't have to mess with the flow. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is actually let's demonstrate it. And so just get this brush out, and let's see, as you see here, it gives you the opportunity to paint with pressure. And you know, I think it has a pretty good look. It is very similar to Gauss, which is again not watercolors, but again it's kind of in the middle of acrylic and watercolors, but it's a water-based medium. But you can also paint heavy with it as well. And so this is a demonstration of how it should be looking before you begin. So when you go over it back and forth, it should get darker and darker. Okay, so once your brush looks like this, you are about ready to begin painting with it. What we'll do is let's do a drawing. And so I'm going to do a quick drawing here. This has been sped up. I don't draw this fast. Even though I wish I could draw this fast, and it's something that I do practice. Practice drawing fast, because I believe if you can draw much faster, then you can get much done. Um, most of us are, if you're listening to this, maybe you're an artist and you post on social media or you do art on YouTube. And when it comes to that, the faster you can draw, the faster you can actually make progress. And so, as you see here, we're continuing to, I'm drawing this person out, trying to get the hair right at this point right here. All right. And when I'm in this stage, I like to use layers as well to try out things. And then once it begins to work, I'll merge those layers on down. All right. So we're getting the hair worked out. The face looks decent as of now. And we got to get some of those hair strands going in. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, work on some of that nose detail there. And I think I did a pretty good ear on this one as well. So, all right. So we're about to get this to a good point. Not perfect, but just a decent head and neck, and a decent amount of hair, just enough for us to illustrate what we're trying to do here. All right. Get a few more details going there. Now it's time to paint, and so we've already got our brush set up. We're going to get a color that works good for a face. And as you begin applying this color to the face, just keep your pen pressure consistent, because if you don't keep it consistent, then it will be darker in some places. Now you've noticed that around the cheek area I have pressed down a bit harder, but keep the pen pressure consistent and do not lift up your pen or your stylus for your paintbrush. If you lift it up, then then and you put it back down, then it will be much darker, because that will be just like you lifted up your paint and you put more paint on it and you begin to work and to apply it again. And so here, making some application for the hair, again just applying evenly. In some of the spots where it should be darker, I am pressing down, but see I messed up because I lifted up my pen or my stylus on my paintbrush. Yeah. So you just want to keep it consistent, and if you need to go over it, or if you need to clear it a few times just to get it looking right, that's fine. All right, so we're gonna see. I have a few spots up around the top that I wish I could get. I'm not sure if this is going to. Yeah, let's clear it out. Let me try again. And sometimes you have to just keep trying just to get this right. And what I'm doing this time is applying it evenly, but going over the edges, and then that way I can just go back and erase the edges. And I'm just doing this fast. I don't really like just painstakingly trying to get things perfect, because I think in the long run it just prevents you from learning, because you learn on each piece. And something else that you can do as well with this brush is you can make another layer, and you can drop the opacity on the layer and with different colors, and you can blend in different colors as well. And before that, see right here, I'm putting in some red around some of the areas of the face where there's more blood, like the lips and the nose and the eyes and the ears. And I've put it on a different level with the opacity dropped very low to around 20% or so, and just lightly go over those areas, and it brings some realness to the face, because those are the parts of the face where again there's more blood flow. All right, and now what I'm doing is I've made another layer here, and I'm putting some color highlights in the hair just to make it look vibrant and interesting. And I've dropped the opacity on the level, and see here's some dark yellow that's going in, and I put some blue, and let's see, I need to go back and get the neck. And so what I did was I got the color that I use on the face, and then I went to the HSL part of the color, and I made it just a bit darker. Okay, so that is it. So hopefully this gave you an idea of how you might paint digitally with a gouache-like effect. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you again next time.